Tech billionaire Elon Musk worked illegally in the US long before he became one of Donald Trump's largest donors.
On Wednesday, that Donald Trump has won the presidency for a second time.
A moment nobody could see coming. A moment in which the earth beneath the foundation of global power shook. Surreal. Almost as if you were reading from the plot of a thriller. Stay with us as we unravel the most shocking, mysterious, and tragic twist in modern history.
He bet on Donald Trump, and Trump won the US presidential election.
The world was already spinning fast, but this event, this announcement, changed everything. In one swift moment, the impossible became fact. Breaking news, folks. An announcement like a bolt of lightning on a crystal clear day, totally unforeseen, unplanned, yet undeniably true. And that is Elon Musk, that genius entrepreneur, the brain right behind SpaceX and Tesla, now acts as the global ambassador of the United States to the world, a title so great and monumental that it is rewriting the very meaning of international relations. But the more we look into this, the more it appears that it's not a political appointment, but rather something else. It is about power, it is about betrayal, and it is about a future none of them could predict. The news hit early this morning, waking people all over who saw the headline and thought immediately, this has got to be some kind of joke. How in the world is this real? Elon Musk, business person, genius in technology. Now, he was representing an entire country on a global stage. But as fact after fact began to unravel, one thing was very clear. This was no accident, but an elaborately calculated move, unseen by many. Let me take a moment to digest the weight of it all. Elon Musk, a man who was already wealthier than most nations, who changed the way we think about electric cars, space travel, and even artificial intelligence. Now stepping into a role once left to seasoned diplomats. What does this mean? What does it say about the world we live in? It's a world that's rapidly changing in ways we cannot fully understand yet. But here is the plot twist nobody saw coming. This was not a government call. No, it wasn't that the world picked Musk to represent them. It wasn't simple diplomacy. No, it was decided behind closed doors, in the dark, by the most powerful men in the world. People whose names we will never know, people whose influence stretches beyond borders. And when those whispers began, it was already too late to stop it. During an emotional press conference, Elon Musk stood in front of the cameras, flanked by politicians, advisors, and people whose faces we barely recognized. His eyes were focused, his voice steady, but in his gaze there was something, a flicker of doubt, a hint of fear. Chosen, yes, but ready for what is to come. Being the global ambassador is no mere title. It is a responsibility extending beyond anything Musk could have imagined. The world waited with bated breath as Musk finally began to speak. These words resonated in the hearts of millions, but not as words themselves. A warning that the fabric of our very society was soon to be put through a wringer, into a new epoch, an age of uncertainty. Could Elon Musk, a man of science and technology, of innovation, really personify a world so divided and broken? Was he to serve as a bridge between nations, between cultures, between people who had lost faith in one another? But it is here that things start to get really tragic. Musk, powerful as he is, cannot fight the storm brewing over the horizon. The world is indeed changing, yes, but not in the way we thought, not in the way Musk thought either. This appointment, this title, it is not just about power, but about what transpires when one man becomes the face of an entire world, and the weight of that responsibility crushes him. And then, for 1 second of the news conference, Musk's voice cracked. For a moment, silence. In that silence lay a realization. This was no longer just a businessman, but hope and fear, the future of humanity, all manifest. And sometimes, as much as we may think that our lives are our own, it is forces we can't see that truly decide our fate. And now, the world waits. What is the next step for Musk? Will he actually succeed in mending the gaps between countries that have spent decades and centuries building walls? Will he be that hero we need, or the tragic figure we never wanted? But there's something darker at play here, something the media hasn't touched on. This isn't just about Musk. No, it's about systems that have grown too big, too powerful, and too dangerous for their own good. And it's using men like Muskmen of vision and the drive to change the world as pawns in some kind of game most of us don't understand. There are whispers, rumors milling around the corridors of power, that this move, the appointment, was never meant to benefit the people. Some say Musk's rise to this position is a sign of hope. A sign that the world is finally ready to embrace progress, to take up with it the new wave of technology and innovation. Yet for others, those who see the cracks in the system, it is a sign of something far darker, something that has been set in motion these many years. And now the pieces are finally falling into place. As the day wraps up and the headlines keep blinking on screens, one question remains. Can one man change the world? Or is he just another casualty of a system that asks for more than any one human can give? But before you answer, consider the state of the world right now. Tensions are high and trust is low. The world is not united. Nations are fractured, divided by borders, ideologies, and resources. And in the middle of all that, a man like Elon Musk is placed upon the highest pedestal to unite us all. But what if that pedestal is too high? What if it's too much for any one person, no matter how powerful or intelligent they are? Musk's rise to power in this position, which many thought was reserved for career diplomats, begs one chilling question. Has the world grown so tired of traditional politics that we have harnessed our hope on a businessman over a statesman? Has our urge for progress, technology, blinded us from the truth? What happens when the person to whom we turn for answers is just as lost, just as human as the rest of us? But what about those powers that work behind the scenes? Those who decided that Musk was the one for this position, who punted him for this role. Who are they? What is their aim? And how much influence do they really wield? And what cost have they paid for bringing Musk into this position? This is a question which keeps the world awake in broad daylight. The question that lurks in the shadows, just beyond the reach of media and public attention. With Musk at the forefront, carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, one thing is for sure, the pressure mounts, the expectations are high, and the consequences of failure are unimaginable. The tragedy of it all is that Musk was thrust into this role without fully understanding the storm he was walking into. He has always been a man of ideas, changing the ways in which we imagine technology and think about the future. But all that paled in comparison with the intricate world currently before him. The world wonders if Elon Musk can rise to this challenge. Will he be the hero who leads us to a better tomorrow? Or will he too fall victim to a system that spews out its leaders? The pressure is enormous. And as we watch from the sidelines, it's impossible to ignore the nagging feeling that something much darker lurks beneath the surface. In the days ahead, we'll learn more about the forces that made this happen, the people who shaped Musk's rise to power, and the real motivations behind this mysterious appointment. For now, we can only watch as Elon Musk, a once visionary, now a symbol, tries to navigate a world that seems to be falling apart at the seams. One thing is for sure, this is only the beginning. The tempest is coming, and ready or not, Elon Musk is going to change everything. This is the world we live in now, where the line between hero and villain is thin, and where every choice, no matter how small, ripples across the globe. In comes Elon Musk, the new global ambassador, into a game he may not fully understand. And with him, we all must watch. The mystery deepens, the story still unfolding. Stay tuned, the future is watching.